Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very a very good morning to all of you. I welcome you back from this holiday that you've had, and I came to think about this, that since some of you are home and you've been working with your parents or guardians, you've been helping them out, some of you, I thought of bringing a topic that we really need at this material time. And this topic actually is supposed to be studied in Form 3. It is a topic we're supposed to study exhaustively, so we are going to start on it today. For starters, the topic that I'm talking about is none other than business mathematics, as you can see it here. When we talk of business mathematics, we are talking about very many things. Okay, business mathematics, there are very many things that are packaged into the business mathematics. First of all, I can talk of the exchange rates, currency exchange rates. Those ones are in business math. We'll talk of profits and losses. It's also part of the business mathematics. The other thing that you can talk of when you are looking at business math are the discount and commission. Now let me try to explain these ones a little bit before I add on others. The exchange rates, these ones are they normally put on rates. Those of you who have chance of watching news, in other words, those of you who watch news, there's always that segment in business news where they bring you the exchange rates of that day. That the dollar is selling this amount, they buy it at this amount. They bring you the pound sterling, they bring you different amount, the Kenyan shillings, the euro, the Japanese Japanese yen, and others. Yeah. Then there is the Indian rup. There is this the currency that is used in the United Arab Emirates, which is known as dirham. So there are different currencies, but how do you change the currency? Let me assume that you're going to import things from a different country. You're not going to go with your Ugandan money to buy things in that country. Let's say you're going to United Arab Emirates, specifically you're going to Dubai city to buy things and you import them to Uganda. Okay? When you reach there, they have their own currency in which they do transactions. So if you have Ugandan money, you'll go to the bank, you can go to this forex bureau, you can go to and other places, there are big hotels also, they do exchange rates. So you can go there, you give in the Ugandan money here in Uganda, then they give you the dirham, the currencies. Yeah? Then you go there. When you happen to go and to buy things, you'll be with the dirham at your disposal rather. So it is very important to note that each country has got its own currency. In other words, when you look at the East African region, Kenya has got the Kenyan shillings. The Ugandan currency cannot work in Kenya. You don't have a purchasing power when you reach in Kenya with the Ugandan currency. It will be useless. So you have to change your money at the border maybe, and they give you the Kenyan shillings. I don't know whether you're getting me. So the exchange rates are given. They keep on changing. They are not constant, that they will be forever and ever, like the Quran or the Bible. No. For them, they won't have those things. They keep on changing depending on the prevailing conditions. Okay? So they keep on changing. They can even change. Today you may find the rate at a different. You may find a dollar at 3,000, let's say 600, and tomorrow you find it at 3,500. It depends on the conditions. That is the exchange rate. When I talk of profit and loss, I think this one I'm going to jump it. If you've ever done any business, you know the meaning of the word profit. Profit means that portion of money. If you deduct the buying price minus, rather the selling price minus the buying price, the amount that you remain with is what we call the profit. In other words, you can only and only gain the profit if you sell a product at slightly higher price than what you purchased it at. In other words, if you bought something at, which can I use? Let me use things that you really know. Okay, if you happen to buy something at 13, maybe you buy a bottle of soda at 1,000 Ugandan shillings, and then you go to the dormitory. Maybe your friend asks you that you give it to me and I give you 1,500. Okay, this is the selling price. This was the buying price. So in other words, when you look at this, the selling price is higher than the buying price. So in this case, this person will make a profit of how much? 500. There will be a profit of 500. Then the loss will be generated if the selling price is slightly lower than the buying price. Let's say you bought something at 2,000 and you sell it at 1,000. There you will be said to have made a loss of 1,000. It is a loss altogether. Then when I talk of discount and commission, what do we mean by discount? A discount is the deduction that is made. Let me give you an example of the festive seasons. You best know Christmas. Not so? I know you know Christmas season. These big supermarkets like ShopRite, they normally offer discount. Okay? That maybe the 3 liters of cooking oil, which have been at how much is a liter? Is it 7,000? Let's assume that 3 liters have been at this amount. Okay? Okay? Now we are offering a discount of maybe 10%. They reduce 10% on this. Okay? We have very many people, discount customers, who only buy after knowing that there is a discount. When they will never buy when something has not been, they have not offered a discount on that product. Okay? So, the discount, I think you know the meaning of the word discount, to reduce on the price of something. Okay? Or they can even give you discount on buying something on cash. Like these people who sell a car. They tell you if you purchase it on cash, we'll give you a discount of 10%. Okay? Then there is what we call commission. What is commission? Commission, this one comes in if you decide to sell a product for another person. Let us talk about agents. You're working for a telephone company or a phone company. There is this telephone company that has started booming like a mobile. You become their agent. You start selling their product. Now, if you sell their product, they will tell you that if you sell one SIM card, we give you, let's say, 1,000. So that is the commission that you're getting. Okay? It is known as commission. Getting that amount for selling a product, the money that is paid to you for as a result of selling a product for another person is known as the discount. The commission. Commission. Thank you very much. So after looking at commission, then I'll go and look at compound and simple interest. See, compound and simple. These ones we looked at them in senior 2 or senior 1. Simple interests. These ones will also be very important. What is the difference between simple and compound interest? Simple interest, this is the one whereby the principal, you know, when I talk of principal, it means the money that is given to you or the money that you borrow. Okay? The money that you borrow is known as the principal. Now, if your principal, the difference between simple and compound, for the principal, if they say the principal was 5,000, they give you 3 years. Okay? After 1 year, the interest maybe is 10%. 10% of this will be 500. 10% of 5,000 will be 500. Okay? Then, if it doesn't come straight away, let us try it here. Times 5,000. These zeros will go with this one, and then I'll remain with the 500. You see it? So 10% of 5,000 is 500. In each year, they give you a what? They give you an interest of 10%. So in this year, if you borrowed 5,000, then you take, after 1 year, you take back 5,500. Are you getting me? Then if there is another year, there will be another 500 added. Altogether. If there is another year, let's say 3 years. If you add 500, after 3 years, it will be 1,500, okay? Yes. And if you add it to the principal, it will be 6,500 that you will pay back. Are you getting me now? I don't know. If you're confused, please go to the comment section and you write something there. I will have to reply. But we are still having a recap of these things. You remember we looked at them in senior 1, so we are trying to have a recap, okay? So, the meaning of the word compound interest, it means that the principal, they don't, like, this principal is not added, the interest is not added to the principal. But however, for a compound interest, if you borrowed 5,000, and the rate, the interest is 10%. For the first year, the interest will be 500. Okay? Then, remember you borrowed 5,000, then the rate of interest is 10%. Therefore, the interest will be 500. Okay? So if the interest is 500, I don't know whether I'm very fast. Should I reduce the speed? You borrowed, this is, I said, for the difference between simple and compound interest. For simple interest, the interest does not add on the principal. In other words, the principal will keep on, you have a principal of 5,000, it will still be 5,000 for all the years that you spend while paying back. Okay? But for compound interest, the interest is going, rather the principal is going to keep on changing. What do I mean by the principal? The money that you borrowed. Are you getting me? Here, if you borrowed 5,000, the interest is 10%, 500. So after the first year, you have an interest of 500. After the second year, you have another interest of 500. After the third year, you have another interest of 500, making it 1,500 after 3 years. Okay? Then you add this to the principal and you pay 6,500 back. Okay? But for a compound interest, if you borrowed this and the interest is 10%, then you pay 500. Then for the following year, the principal will not be 5,000, but it will be 5,500. The principal keeps on adding. Are you getting me? The interest will add on the principal. But for the other one, the principal was 5,000. Even the next year they counted 5,000. Even the other year they counted 5,000. But here they are counting, for the next year, for the second year, they are counting 5,500. Then 10% of this, what will it give us? If it is that, what will it give us? Did you give us 550 shillings? Then it is this one that you're going to add on this. Are you getting me? To get the principal of the next year. Are you getting me? So the principal keeps on accumulating altogether. Then at the end, you'll have to pay these principals. So that you see that here, the interest is the same. Each year it is 500, 500, 500 for simple interest. But here the interest is not the same. It keeps on increasing for a compound interest altogether. So why do we think a person would go for a compound interest, leaving out a simple interest? Compound interest is good when you're going to carry out what we call investment. Okay? If you want to invest your money into something, it is better to undertake compound interest, because it pays more money. Are you getting me? So if you undertake a compound interest, you borrow someone money on compound interest. It means that if the person borrowed, as I told you, if he borrowed 5,000 first year, let me write it to you here. Okay. Compound interest. Year one. A person 5,000 invested. Person invested this. Okay. Then the interest is 10%, giving us 500. So this is the first year. Okay. Then year two. We are looking at compound interest. Okay. Now the investment is going to change. Okay, and it's going to be how much? 500, because this one is also going to add on this. Okay. Then this is invested. The interest is still 10%, and this will give us 50. Then year three rather. Okay. What is going to be the what? The principal, the investment, because we are adding. It's going to be 6,000. Is this 6,050? Yeah? It is the investment, yeah? It is the invested money. Then the interest is still 10%, but the amount that will come out as interest is going to be 605, 605, yeah? Like that. So this is the interest in this case, after the 3 years, for a compound interest. If you want to get the money that this person is going to pay back, it's going to be amount, or the money that this person will pay back is going to be the money that the person is going to pay back, or the total amount is going to be this one plus this one plus this one. What do we get? This one, the interest, we add the interest plus we add on the principal. The interest is what? 500 plus 550 plus 605. 1,655. So plus the principal that they borrowed in the first place, okay? Yes. And this will give us the total amount, which is you get it there. Okay? What have you got? Give it to me.
6,655.
Like that? So this is the what? The money that you pay back. Okay? But if you are in simple interest, let us compare with the simple interest. Simple. Let us compare with the simple interest. For the simple interest, you have year one, okay? Year one, a person, 5,000 invested, they are investing the same money altogether.
Yes.
Interest is also the same, is what? 10%. The amount, but the amount here is going to be 500 for the first year, okay? Then for the second year, year two, the invested money is not going to change for a simple interest. It keeps this, they keep this. So it is this, invested, interest is still 10%, then the amount is 500. Even in year 3, it will be 5,000 invested, interest is 10%, and this will give us 500, okay? So the total amount will equal to it is equal to, this is 1,500 plus 5,000, and it will give us how much? 6,500. You see that this person will get more money than this, okay? Now, the difference between these two is that for a simple interest, the only difference is that it does not change. I don't know whether you get the difference. For a simple interest, for the simple interest, okay, the what? Simple interest is good when you are borrowing, when it is you who is borrowing, okay, because you're going to give back a little money. But compound interest, it is good when it is you who is lending the money out together, because you'll be getting a lot of money. So you're supposed to be knowing these two things and how they differ between compound and simple interest. Remember, we are still looking at these things, but I had to take you through this so that we be with some knowledge at least, okay? So we'll look at simple and compound interest. I think we are having a recap of the things that you looked at. Then we'll have what we call depreciation and the appreciation. What is depreciation? Now we have goods that depreciate, like cars, okay? You cannot buy a car at 10 million and you sell it at 10 million. That is wrong. You'll only buy a car at 10 million, and if you want to sell it, you sell it at slightly lower price than how much you bought it, okay? So if you bought a car at 10 million, selling it, you may sell it at 8 or 6 millions, okay? Even 7, even 5, depending on its condition, okay? So there are goods that depreciate. The depreciation is the meaning. That is the meaning of the word depreciation. That they are things that their value reduces. Okay, they reduce in value. You cannot sell them at the exact price you bought them. Then when I talk of appreciation, the only good that I know that best appreciates is land. You cannot buy a land at 5 million and you sell it at 3 million. Okay. Only if you have problems and you cannot wait. But land keeps on appreciating. If you bought it at 5 million, eventually you may sell it at 6, 7, 8 or 10 millions altogether. So that is the appreciation bit of it. Then we'll look at what we call hire purchase. Hire purchase. This hire purchase is buying a product. When this involves buying expensive commodities, okay, but you have to first pay a deposit payment and then pay the remaining amount in installments, in monthly or annual or weekly installments, depending on how you want to pay, okay? So you first put in a deposit payment and then you pay the others in installments. They may be 12, they may be 6 installments, 5, depending on how much you've negotiated with the seller, okay? This one is done for people who buy things like cars. You want to buy a TV and you don't have money, you pay a deposit, then you keep on paying up to when you complete the money, okay? And then lastly, we'll look at taxation. This will be very important and this will be very useful. I think this one and this one are the things that we haven't looked at, but all these ones we looked at them in senior 2 or senior 1, if I'm not mistaken. Did you look at depreciation and appreciation? Not really. Okay, we shall look at even this and this. Even the exchange rates, we shall go through them, but others we are going to keep on doing. So for today's lesson, we are going to I had forgotten something important. Here we may also look at mortgages. I don't know whether you've heard of this word before. Mortgages, yeah? Mortgages. These ones are these people. They are banks. These people who construct houses and sell them. Real estate developers. Okay. They normally give you. You go and buy a property, and then they take the title. They say this one deals in houses mostly. Okay. They take the title, and then you keep on paying. In installments also. You keep on paying up to when you finish, and then they give you your title. Okay? So these ones are also very important. We shall look at them. But I think these things are common in the environment we are living in. They are applicable, not so? Have I talked about something that you've not heard before? Okay. So these are the things that we are going to be stressing, and other things that will come on the way. I want to know the people who are online, what are your suggestions and the questions that you may be having. You write them down and I answer you. So for today we are going to start with, according to what is on your screen, according to what is on your screen, okay. So according to what is on your screen, there is that table that you can see there. They are telling us that currency. So we are going to start with foreign exchange or exchange. We are going to start with exchange rates, okay? And you can see the word currency on your screen. Currency. So they are saying us that currency of a country means the particular type of money. Meaning the particular type of money in use in that country. Different countries have different currencies. So the table below shows some selected countries and the type of currencies they use. So it's very important to look at that table. I try to get some countries that use different currencies, and they are there as you can see them. Then the first country is of course Uganda. Our currency is in shillings, that is the Ugandan shillings. Then we have Kenya, whose currency is in Kenyan shillings. We have Britain. They have what we call pound sterling, and the symbol is there as you can see it in the bracket, the symbol for pound, the symbol for the pound, as you can see it. Now the other one is Europe. Europe, they have what? The euros, and the euros they have the symbol as they are illustrated there. Then Japan, they have what we call the Japanese yen. The symbol is also there. Then there is USA. They have a US dollar. The US dollar is also here. Then France, with the French francs, which are represented by capital F, two capital F's in the brackets. So I forgot to include the United Arab Emirates. Is also common. They have the dirham, that is their currency, and others, you can mention them. Countries like Tanzania, the Tanzanian shillings, and so on and so forth. So it is often necessary to exchange the currency of one country for those of other countries. Such exchange is known as the currency conversion. So currency conversion is usually done through the following institutions. That is the central bank of a country. Here the central bank is the Bank of Uganda. I don't know whether you know it. We have the Bank of Uganda is our central bank. So they do currency conversion from the central bank. It's also done in the commercial banks. When I talk of commercial banks, I'm talking about things like banks like Centenary Bank, Barclays Bank, Baroda, Bank of Baroda. Is Barclays Bank still there? Not here anymore. Bank of Baroda. There is this bank that has a slogan that I like, African City. That's ABSA, right? There is ABSA. There are very many banks. There is very many. Name them. DFCU and others. There is Tropico. Very many banks. Okay. Then we have the foreign exchange bureaus or forex bureaus. If you go on Kampala Road, there are very many there. They do convert currencies, different currencies. You go there and they give you the money. Then some big hotels, you can go to some big hotels, they also do the currency conversion. Then when I continue there, the table below shows the exchange. Now we are going to examples. The table below shows the exchange rates that were produced by a certain Ugandan bank and published in July 2020. So from this table, They give you the currency, how much they are buying that currency, and how much they are selling it. If you've ever gone to a commercial bank or any bank around town, you can simply, wherever you are, you can simply see, you can simply find these things on outside. Some banks put them outside, others they put them inside on things that they keep on moving like this. They keep on moving. So those things are there. So the currency is distributed there below, and we are going to do some conversions here and there. So buying, what do they mean by buying? If they tell you that a currency is bought at this, it means that if you take $1 to that bank, they will give you, by then, that was in July 2020 on a certain date, and that bank, I didn't capture it for security purposes. I didn't capture the bank for security purposes, and maybe the exact date I didn't capture them. But anyway, that was, and the paper in which they were published. So they must be published in a newspaper, but I didn't capture the paper. So the currency is US. This was in 2020. Remember, we are in 2021. Don't forget, my dear friends, we are in 2021. That was for 2020. So don't go into your friend and tell them, from here I know how much they buy $1. They buy it at 3,455. You'll be ashamed. These things keep on changing. This were, and they cannot keep for the whole month. They may keep for the whole month, but they can even change in a day. Okay? So don't go there and argue. Don't involve yourself in funny arguments with your friends there at the village. So the US dollar, they buy it at 3,455, and they are selling it. If you go there to buy a US dollar, it may be these ones who want to go for trade outside. They will give in 3,586. By then you will give in that money, and they give you $1. Okay? Then the euro, the Kenyan shillings, and the Tanzanian shillings are also there. So use the mean exchange rates in the table above to convert each of the following currencies to a stated equivalent. So we are going to do this example. This is our first example for today. Allow me to example. This is our first example for today, and we are going to do it here. Don't know whether you people have finished writing this, but this work will be on the, you can start by writing the example only. Can start by writing, can take a screenshot of that, and you write after. But time is not our best ally. I've got to we are going to do this example, and in the example, so we have the currency, then we have the buying, how much they are buying this currency, selling, and they have talked of the mean. So we need to identify the mean. Remember here, they have not told us whether this person is buying or selling, but they want us to use the mean, yeah? In other words, we are supposed to get the mean for each currency. You know how we get the mean? Mean is the same as the average. How do you get the average of something? Can you tell me, you people? How do I get the average? The what? The sum. The total sum of what? Over items. Now, thank you very much. That is very correct. Now I'm drawing my simple table here. You forgive me for the lines that are a little bit bent. That are what? So this is the dollar. The buying is 3. Can you give me the price? 3? Is it 3, 4?
3, 4,
5, 5, yeah? 3,455. Then they said it at how much? 3,586. So, how do you think I'm going to establish the mean? What am I going to do to get the mean of these? I add these two and divide by 2. So if you add this and then divide by 2, what do you get? Try to add. Remember, when you're adding, you first add and press the equal sign. They give you the equal, and then you say divide by 2. Don't just divide straight away. So it is 3,455 plus 3,586, then divide by 2. 0.5. So that is the mean. Then we go for another one, euro. Euro, it is how much of this are they buying it at? 3,989. And selling? 4,992. So what will be the mean? 4,992 plus 3,989. So it is 4. Then we got this also. 0.5. You have that? Kenyan shillings? Kenyan shillings, it is 30.08. And then here? 34.32. What is the answer? 30.08 plus 34.32. So it's going to be 32.2. You have that also. Then we have Tanzanian shillings. Buying it at 1.24 and selling it at how much? 1.84. So this is 1.24 plus 1.84 divided by 2, which is 1.54. So that is the table for me to get the mean when I'm calculating. According to what I gave you, use the mean exchange rates for the table below above to convert each of the following. Now Roman 1, from this I can ably answer all the questions that I have. Okay? So Roman 1, what are they telling us to have? Help me, can you tell me? $2. We are changing 150 US dollars to Ugandan shillings, okay? Remember they told us to use what? Are we going to use the buying, the selling? Oh, we are going to use the mean? Because they told us to use the mean. Okay? Yes. So we are establishing it from the mean. Remember one US dollar from the table is equivalent to, or it is equaling to, in 1 US dollar, they will give you Ugandan shillings 3520.5. We are using the mean, okay? In 1 US dollar. Then how about in 150 US dollar? What am I going to do here? They will give you Ugandan shillings. We don't know X, okay? How am I going to calculate for X? Can you tell me? Cross multiplication, right? Yes. As simple as that. Here you cross multiply. When you cross multiply, let's first leave the units that you give and you concentrate on the numbers, okay? To avoid your work to be tedious, or to have very many, to be so wordy. So it's going to be 1 times X is equaling to 3520.5 times 150. You know where I'm getting the 150 from? I'm multiplying this with this, and this X with 1. Okay? So I'll have X is equivalent to, what is this? Tell me. 528. 075. No point. Like that. The comma is after this. So a person is getting 528,075. So therefore 150 US dollar are equal to Ugandan shillings 528,075. I don't know whether you've got it now. The exchange rate, you just simply use the what? The mean, depending on what they have asked you. If they have told you that a person is going to a bank with this amount of money, how much is he going to get from this? Okay? Listen to me very carefully. They can ask you a question that Kayongo is going with Ugandan shillings, let's say 700. Okay? How many dollars will he come back with? What do you think Kayongo is going to do to this bank? Is he going to sell or is going to buy a dollar? He's going to buy a dollar. How together? Remember, he's going with Ugandan shillings, but he's going there to buy a dollar. Rather, he's going there to sell his dollar to these people who are going to buy it. So in $1, they will be giving him this one. Are you getting it? In each $1, they will be giving him this one. I mean, this Ugandan shillings. Yes. The man is going there with Ugandan shillings. But for the bank, they told you that for us, we are selling a dollar at this, okay? Kayongo is going with this, he's going to buy a dollar. So for this one, they will be selling. Isn't it? Yeah. They will be selling. Yeah? Yes. So in every $1, Kayongo will pay Ugandan shilling to get $1. All together? Yes. So you convert this to dollar. You convert how many dollars is going to get from this. Are you getting? Yes. Yeah? But if, let's say if Kayongo is coming from, let's say from USA, and he has his dollars, yeah? Now he wants to get Ugandan money. Are you getting me? Huh? Yes. If he wants to get Ugandan money, which side are we going to use? He goes to the bank, he gives in the dollars. Is the banker buying the dollars or is selling the dollar? Is buying dollars. Now we are using this. Okay? But if it is you who want the dollars, you pay this. Because for them, this is selling. It's not for an individual, it's for the bank. The banker, they are selling the dollar at this. They are buying the dollar. Buying, if the banker is buying, it means you must be selling. And if the bank is selling, you must be buying. So you have to get that. Okay? You'll find questions of that type. You see. But you must be steady. And you must do a lot of practice to avoid confusion. Then there is another question that is 2. Can you look at question Roman 2? What is Roman 2 telling us to do? What is Roman 2 telling us to do? Convert 85 euros to Uganda shillings. Is it like that? Yes. Now, do you have euros in our table? Remember they told us to use the mean, right? So we are going to have 1 euro. You know the symbol for euro? Supposed to be somewhere there. Don't know, I had it up here. They are supposed to be 2. They are supposed to be 2. 1 euro. 1 euro is equivalent to how much Uganda shillings? 4490.5. It's better you start with this Ugandan shillings. 4490.5. Okay? We are on Roman 2. Then how about how many euros are we changing? But you people, I think you can do these things. Not so? You convert this for me. Convert. That is very simple. Just cross multiplication and you do the needful. Just cross multiplication and you do the needful. You have to tell me what you've got. 1 euro is equal to Ugandan shillings. X. Then you cross multiply. After cross multiplying, you tell me 1 times x is equal to 85 times 4490.5. So x will equal to, you give me the answer there. Tell me. So you tell me the answer there that you have, so that we see. $381,696. 92.5. Do you have the same answer there? Those are in which currency? Ugandan shillings, right?
Yes.
So in 85 US dollars, according by that time, a person will get that amount of money out of it. Now I want you to change the other 2 for me. Change them, the other 2 for me, and I want you to change to send me your answers shortly. Send me your answers shortly. Do those 2 there. Do those 2 shortly. Send me your answers. those two. There is Roman 3 and Roman 4. I don't know whether you can see them. But remember, we are using the mean in this case, okay? So everywhere we are just using the mean. Don't forget the fact that we are using the mean. So, since time is not our best ally, you're going to do as I told you. So you use the chat room very well. If you have any question, if you have anything that you want to put across, there is Haira who has said that I explain more about depreciation and appreciation. Now I said that for depreciation, it means that there's something is going to, rather the value of a commodity or a property in question is going to reduce. The value keeps on reducing, meaning that the selling price will also reduce the price at which you're going to sell that product. If it has depreciated, the meaning of depreciation, it means reduction, it is reducing. Then for appreciation, it means that it's going to increase. If they have the value of that item or property that is in question is going to increase in value, that there is some value that is going to increase on that product. Please, if you have a question, if you have anything that you want to tell, to communicate or to tell us, you can go straight to your comment section and you write it there. I'll able get it and respond to you shortly. Now, as you see there, Roman 3, what have you got as the answer?
90. Yeah.
Roman 3, you're converting. Share the answer in the chat room, you people, and we see. Share your answers in the chat room. I want to see the answers that you have. For Roman 3, we are converting 3050 there, Ugandan shillings, to Kenyan shillings, yeah?
Yes.
And how many Kenyan shillings are here? What is the answer? Remember, 1 Kenyan shilling is equaling to 32.2 Ugandan shillings. Then how about X Kenyan shilling? We are looking for the Kenyan shillings, not so? That are equivalent to 3050 Ugandan shillings. Cross multiply. X 32.2x is equaling to 3050 times 1. So 32.2x is equaling to 3050. Then you'll have your x equaling to, what is the value? And you try to divide this with the other.
It's
94, round off to at least 4 dps. 94 point 7205. These are Kenyan shillings, eh? So, you people share your answers in the comment section and I will see what you have. Someone is having 98210. That one you made a mistake. Remember, this time round we are changing. You made a slight mistake there. I want you to look at this very well. Remember, we are changing these Ugandan shillings to Kenyan shillings, okay? And 1 Kenyan shilling is equivalent to 32. These are Ugandan shillings. So X Kenyan shillings, we are trying to change Ugandan shillings to Kenyan, okay? X Kenyan shillings will be equivalent to 3050 Ugandan shillings. So we cross multiply. This 3050 will go to this one, and we'll get this, and this 32.2 will multiply with x, and you get 32.2x. Then if you try to divide by 32.2, the answer will be 94.7204.
This has 93.85.
93.85. The answer is nearly coming to this.
That is not this. Shamsa.
Let us do that. Let us try it again. Let me try it again. There is a person who has said that I zoomed the work, meaning they cannot see very well. Allah, and I've rubbed off this. I don't know whether you people have captured this. Huh? The table.
That seems to be clear.
Hmm?
To be clear. Legally it has.
Okay. So they have told us to change. The question Roman 3 is telling us 3050. I think these are big enough. Ugandan shillings to Kenyan shillings. Now we are changing from Uganda to Kenyan shilling, and they told us that 1 Kenyan shilling is equivalent to 32.2? Eh? Is it 32.2? There. Then we are changing these Ugandan shillings to Kenyan shillings, so they will be this side as well. 3050 Ugandan shillings. They are equivalent to X Kenyan shillings, because it is the Kenyan shillings that we are looking for. So you cross multiply, and when you cross multiply, you'll have X times 32.2 is equivalent to 3050 times 1, which will give us 32.2x equaling to 3050. Divide both sides and our x will eventually be, have you got 94.7 what? 7.
205.
These are Kenyan shillings, okay?
Yes.
So it's better we start with these Kenyan shillings here. Therefore, 3050 Ugandan shillings are equivalent to Kenyan shillings 94.7205. That is our final answer for this case. I think those letters are big enough.
No, my name got 98210 from where?
982.
She multiplied.
Yeah.
She multiplied. She just multiplied this. She put this side and then multiplied. But anyway, I think I've corrected this. You have to be very keen on the side which you're going to put the value. Because remember, the mean that we have is for 1 Ugandan shilling equivalent to that mean. In all these scenarios, it is one Kenyan shilling or one other shillings or $1 or €1 or 1 Kenyan shilling equaling to those much Ugandan shillings in the mean. Okay? If in the mean you have, the bad thing is that I subtracted. I removed the mean, the table which contained the mean, rubbed it off. But I think you captured it very well. Then, for the last number, I want you to send me the solutions that you've got for the last number. Share the solutions. It is changing from Ugandan shillings to US dollar, right? Ugandan shillings, how much? 2,000 Ugandan shillings to US dollar. To US dollar. So, what did you use here? That $1, right? According to what we had, is equivalent to how much Ugandan shillings? 3 520.5. Then we are changing from US dollar to US dollars from Ugandan shillings. Therefore, this amount is supposed to come this side, not the other side. I know that most of you put it this side and you cross multiply. That's why you have something wrong. For the person who got 98, I don't know, for the first question, you put it here. But you're supposed to be keen. Ugandan shillings, also Ugandan shillings are supposed to be in the same line. Okay? They are supposed to be in the same column here. So this is going to be 2,000 Ugandan shillings, and this is XC USD dollars. They are what we are looking for. Cross multiply. This will give us 3520.5 times X is equivalent to 2,000 times 1. So 3520.5x is equaling to 2,000. So what do you have as your answer?
1.
Is it 1 or 0? Because I think 3,000 is very big. It is, you are dividing, remember you are dividing with, I don't know why people are having 3520.5, 3520.5.
Now table has given you 0.5.
0.5
68 US dollars.
68 US dollars.
That is non-payable.
Non-payable. Yes, non-payable. That is very correct. Mm-hmm. So there are these US dollars that we are supposed to get 0.568 something. Others, you can also keep on sharing your solutions. But you are supposed to be very keen on the side you're putting the dollars, and they are supposed to follow in the same line. The dollars. If you have the dollars, the Ugandan shillings here, also the Ugandan shillings should be here that you're changing. Okay? And there you put in X or any other unknown. Then you cross multiply and you calculate for that unknown. So that is what we had for that table. Now, I'm going to proceed to part B of this. Allow me to proceed to part B. Allow me to proceed to part B. Hope you can see part B very well. On part B, they are saying, but these things are very simple. Remember, we are just doing a recap. You had these things in Form 1. We are doing a recap. If the exchange rate for, now we have moved away from that table. Don't put your mind on that table. Now we are doing another thing, okay? Part A was for a table, and now we are doing another thing. If the exchange rate for a French franc to sterling pound is 1 pound is equivalent to this French franc to 9.00 French francs, and 1 pound sterling is equivalent to 1.53 US dollar. Find how many dollars one can get in the exchange of 1,000 francs. They have given us two rates here. I don't know whether you can see that. 1 pound sterling is equivalent to 9.00 French francs. And also they also told us that what? 1 pound is equivalent to 1.53 US dollar. Okay? So this is what we have. $1.53 US dollar and 1 pound sterling, 1.53 US dollar. Okay, so now what are they telling us to change? How many dollars are equivalent to 1? They are asking us that how many dollars are equivalent to what? 1,000 French francs. Look at the question. How many dollars are equivalent to this? Now you can see. You are going to do two exchanges. So first of all, you are changing from dollar to, from French francs to US dollars. But you don't have any correlation between the French franc and the US dollar. Okay? But you have the correlation between, you have the relationship between you have the correlation between the pound sterling and the French franc, and then the pound sterling with the US dollar. So we are going to first change the French franc to pound sterling. You agree with me there? So it's going to be from 1 pound sterling is equivalent to 9.00 French francs. Okay? Then French francs, 1,000 French francs. You're changing them to what? you are supposed to consider the side, okay? Is equivalent to X euro. We are looking for the X now. Are you getting me? So what am I going to do there? Simply cross multiply. And then I will say X times 9.00 is equivalent to 1000 times 1. So 9x, do you know 9.00 is the same as 9? Is equivalent to 1000. Okay? 9x is equivalent to 1000. What am I going to do to remain with x alone? By 9, yeah?
Yes.
So our 9 is going to be, give me the answer. It's what?
111.1111.
The ones are recurring. So if you realize that the ones are very many, don't divide it, because you know we are still calculating, and the more you round off, you will be creating errors in your solution, okay? So to avoid errors, I'm going to leave it as a fraction in its simplest form. I don't think I can simplify this any further. I'm going to leave it like that. So x, these are what? These are what? These are euros. Look at this. You must consider this. We are changing from French francs to euros. Okay? X there in euros. So these are the euros that we have. These are the euros. Okay? But remember, we are supposed to change the euros to what? To dollar. These are the pound sterlings, rather. So we are supposed to change the pound sterlings. These are the pound sterlings. So we have changed from 1 pound sterling is equal to 9.00 French francs. X pound sterlings is equal to these French francs. So you calculate here and you get X is equal to 1000. The reason as why we are leaving it as a fraction is because we are still calculating. But another person can even write it as 1. Is it how many ones? 111.111, like that. You can write it and round off to maybe 4 decimal places. So a minimum of 4. You can write it to 4, 5, 6, but not less than 4, okay? You have tried to at least put it at 4. To avoid premature approximation. Don't approximate your number prematurely. Are we together? Now this is the value that we have in pound sterling. So after getting this, now we are going to change this to US. They are in pound sterling. We are changing them to US dollars using this. Okay? Remember also from what they gave us, they told us that 1 euro is equivalent to 1.53 US what? Dollar. So if 1 pound sterling is equivalent to 1.53 US dollar, then this is 1000 out of 9. It is also what? You consider that, yeah? It's equivalent to X US dollars. We are looking for X in this case. Cross multiply. Okay? It's going to be X times 1 is equivalent. I told you to leave these symbols and you concentrate on the numbers, okay? Is equivalent to 100 over 9 times 1.53. Now you divide this, get that number with the recurring, and then you multiply with 1.53. You tell me the answer that you have. 170. So therefore you can ably say that 1000 French francs are equivalent to 170 what? US what? Dollars. According to that. And the other thing, by the way, avoid saying me I know how many US dollars are in 1 Ugandan shillings. Use what you've been given in the what? In the question. Okay? You'll always be given different things. Even if they give you something that you see it's not proper according to you, just use that. Use what you've been given. Okay? So that you can convert very well. So this is what we have for part B. We are changing from one currency to another and then to another. If I have a question that I must attend to, I'm ready to listen to. Okay, so Alex is saying that he can't see clearly. Even after that, Alex talked to us. Even after changing the position, still you can't see clearly. So you know, Alex, please share with us. Alex, you've got the answers 170. Okay, now let's try part C. You try out part C. Try part C and give me the answer. Part C is saying that if the exchange rate of a Kenyan shilling to Ugandan shillings is 1 Kenyan shillings equals 24 Ugandan shillings, and an American dollar to Ugandan shillings is that 1 American dollar is equaling to Ugandan shillings 3,540. How many American dollars can one would get in exchange of Kenyan shillings? 9,750. So we are changing from Kenyan shillings to dollars, but there is no comparison there. You're supposed to change first from Kenya to Ugandan, and then from Ugandan to dollars. Give us the answer. WhatsApp. I've sent you the photo. So you try out that part C and share the answer with me here. I'm still waiting for your answers. Someone is saying she can't see the question clearly. Someone is saying they cannot see the question clearly, that I zoom. Someone is saying that they can't see the question clearly. Okay, let me work on it. Yes, people are saying that they can't see. Okay, let me try to zoom here. Let me try to zoom. How about there? Tell me. Still you can't see? You're going to talk to me and tell me. Part C. What have you got as the answer? Is it 66.10? One something?
1017.
So I think the problem is with your phone because people are sharing their solutions here. How come that they can see? But let me try to write the question here in the chat room. One Kenya shilling is equal to 24 US dollar.
Can't even know that. Can't even know if that is supposed to mean.
Someone who is seeing the board, please take a pic and share it in the group. That is Sebuyondo. Someone is saying it is. Yes, but Kankosh si Namagembe Hadi ba Mutesi Nasa Mutesi Sarah. They have shared their solutions and they are okay. Sebagala can also see your solution is okay. Then others. I was trying to type the question, but unfortunately. Have you completed all the numbers? I tried to type what the question. Your answers should be at least to 4 decimal places. At least to 4. But if you round off to 1, that one is it is very like you have approximated prematurely. The reason as why you put it to 4 is because of the logo tables that we use. Logo tables are normally to. Now, tell me, how about that? Can you see? Alex, you share with us. Can you see now? I'm seeing as if this one is okay. There. Now other people, Nanyondo Shadia shared, I think, part D. Isma is saying how many decimal places? At least to 4. But if possible, you can even write all the decimals that are on a calculator. You write like 3.4567245. You write all of them. It is the best answer. But if you feel like at least round off to 4, let it be 4. Okay? Part D. Part D. Part D Namagembe Hadija, you have the correct answer. Nanyondo Shadia, you have the correct answer. Narima Husna, the decimal places are supposed to be 4 and above. Can put it at 5, 6, 7, 8, but not less than 4. Try as much as you can to put it at 4 decimal places and above. So we Alex, your answer for part C is correct. Sebagala, your answer is correct. Can you see here we are trying to do a recap of what we studied in senior 2 and senior 1, but we are going to stress more the business mathematics, and we see how best we can go about this business mathematics. Yes, Mutesi Sarah, your answer is okay. Nasaba, Mutesi Nasaba, your answer is correct. Nasab. Oh, no. It's Nasab. Sarah. Answer is okay. Let's keep sharing. Sebuyondo, yes, we are together there. But I think the time is already up. Okay? Time is already up. When you finish, you can share your solutions in the WhatsApp group that we have. Please. But time is not our best ally.
C.
No, B.
B. First converted this 220 euros to dollars, and I got 266.6666.
I'm going to convert it. I've just left it.
What have you started with?
I also changed 220 to US dollars. Then I got 220 out of 0.75 and multiplied it by the Ugandan.
You did divide it. You just took it the way.
They said if it's recurring, you leave it and you don't pay errors.